I was thinking, what about 1,000,000,000,000 years? There's no such thing. It doesn't exist because the Earth is supposed to be like 4.5 billion. And the universe was created, the whole shebang, something like 10 billion years ago. 1,000 billion is 1,000,000,000,000. 10 billion is when the universe was created. That's what they say. I don't know.
Welcome to Aloha Speaks, home of Malama Aloha Pono by Alexander Noman.
Aloha, Alex here. I am blown away. I have done this video so many times having technical difficulties. Math of a million. And I just did the entire, I believe we're working, new equipment without turning on the record button. I mean, I was talking about a sense of humor. Please, have a sense of humor here. This whole thing, it's not funny. Because the first note I have in the numbered notes, there's 6 or 7 of them, is doubt. Doubt is what causes this. I'm not having. I began the day not feeling well. I'm not feeling well today. It's like, and it's unnecessary, completely unnecessary. It always is. It doesn't change the challenge. So this, in the parentheses, I have the word trillion, because that's what started this whole thing. Math of a million. A million. That's 1,000,000,000,000. A million. I used to, ever since I was a kid, I liked math because it was dependable. It's like I could depend on a million. And then I have right after that in a dash, money versus time. Because money is like, it's being thrown around just so casually. You have someone who has hundreds of billions of dollars is trying to become a trillionaire to get $1 trillion. Like that's, I mean, that was never even a discussion when I was younger. There was nobody even thinking about that. Now it's like, yeah, let's try that. Get $1 trillion. And then we're in debt, $37 trillion. The interest on it is over $1 trillion a year. It's like, yeah, let's just throw around the number trillion. Like, yeah, we know what that is. Really? Okay. And by the way, I was thinking, what about 1,000,000,000,000 years? There's no such thing. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing as 1,000,000,000,000 years. There's the universe, they say, is because the Earth is supposed to be like 4.5 billion. And the universe was created, the whole shebang, something like 10 billion years ago. A 1,000 billion is 1,000,000,000. 10 billion is when the universe was created. That's what they say. I don't know. There's no such thing as the 1,000,000,000,000 years. Okay, now, so the first thing, doubt. Doubt is my enemy. What this doubt is about, what this feeling, it's what this emotion that I am feeling is about, comes from doubt. because of problems. More than one. I'm going, this is about more than one problem here because I've got more than one problem. I don't want to talk about my problems. I'm saying it's always problems that are behind the doubt that causes suffering. Now, what happens behind the suffering is, okay, how am I going to deal with this? And then, of course, and I talk about addictions, and okay, maybe I can fix it with some alcohol. Maybe I can fix it with a relationship. Maybe I can fix it with some gambling. Maybe I can fix it, smoke a cigarette. Fix it with some chips. Fix it with some sugar. Fix it. Okay, so it gets into that. But I'm not going there today. Where I'm going is, there is this need to, well, there's this doubt that generates this ugliness. And certainty. There used to be some certainty in math. And million used to be okay, and then when a million comes along and they call it trillion, they even go beyond that. But where it goes to is this E equals MC squared, because that's math too. Of course, they have all these equations, these quantum physics and things, and they go and all. Thank goodness they have these things, because they do marvelous things with the people that can understand these things. I don't. E equals MC squared. Oh, now we get it. Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. Now I don't have any doubt when I have my problems. No. Nope. Einstein. Nope. Okay, Einstein's one of them. Now there's the other guy, Socrates. Know thyself. Answers. I'm looking for answers behind the doubt, because the thing I feel, which is the emotion, sucks. I don't like it. All these other ways of trying to quell it doesn't work. What works? It's not what I prefer. Doesn't change the fact. It's not out there. And it's not finite. Because all of the answers that I'm looking for are finite. Even if it's $1 trillion, it's still finite. Even if it's $1 million, it's still finite. Even if it's a relationship, it's still finite. It doesn't matter what it is, it's of the finite world. The answer is infinite. It is infinite. So there doesn't have to be any wondering. There doesn't have to be any calculation or formula, like figuring out. Only needs to be a location, because it's not, even if there is infinite out there, where the feeling of it occurs is in here, not up here. This is where the calculation and the formalizing goes on. That doesn't work. Where I can affect the feeling of the infinite is in my heart. And that's the issue. That's the thing I avoid or deny, not to use words that, like, I'm just like, well, what about somewhere else? What about I would rather it be somewhere else when it doesn't even make any sense for it to be somewhere else? It's like, but I want to make something up and find it out there. Over and over and over and over and over and over again. For a lifetime. When the only location it ever will be is in me. My heart. Quiet. Still. Until next time. Aloha.